Hi guys. Now today's lesson is welcome introduction to biology. So what's biology actually means? Biology means bio and logy. Bio, life, logos, study of life. Actually, what is life? Still many scientists are searching about actually what is life means. Still this cannot be explained by physics or chemistry. So what they did, biology is a vast, complex and vast study. So they divided into main three categories, and they are zoology, the study of animals; botany, study of plants; microbiology, study of microorganisms. And there are some other small branches too, and they are cell biology, studying of cells; histology, studying of tissues; anatomy, studying of the structure of the body; physiology, studying of functions; biochemistry, studying of biological molecules; genetics, studying of inheritance; ecology, studying of environment. So, first of all we should understand what's biological diversity. At present at our Earth has been rich in diversities. Earth was formed nearly around 3. Life on Earth, life on Earth was formed nearly around 3.8 billion years ago. So, earlier than 3.8 billion years ago, the first formed organisms believed to be heterotrophic, anaerobic prokaryotes. So, the evolution of biodiversity exists in this biosphere. Now, so the scientist assumes there are 10 to over 100 million species in the world. The dynamic relationship between the living world and the inmate world has a specific role in the environment exists for the existence of the biosphere. The variety of life on Earth, the number of species of plants, animals, and microorganisms, the diversity of genes in these species, the different ecosystems on Earth, and deserts, rainforests, coral reefs are all a part of biological diversity on the Earth. Okay, now understanding the human body and its functions. When studying biology, especially by studying histology and anatomy of the human body, one can gain the knowledge about the structure of the organs. The result is understanding and appreciation of the organization of human body, and understanding the functions of different organ systems and the relationship between structures and functions. Sustainable use and management of natural resource and environment. There are many natural resources and source of materials are found on our earth which can be used in day-to-day activities, daily life, and for economic purposes also. So there are many natural resources that are limited on earth due to the increased growth rate of human population and overuse of natural resources is taking place. It causes a threat of depletion on natural resources. Due to the overuse of natural resources, various environmental pollutions also arise. And the main environmental pollutions that are first environmental pollution, second one loss of biodiversity, third one desertification. So to overcome the above problems, management of natural resources and environmental should be practiced. Knowledge of biology is useful to bring about remedies for the above problems. Next, sustainable food production. Sustainable food production is the production of sufficient amounts of food for the human population using the environmental safety methods. So there are 8 billion. 8 billion population is 8 billion. So less than 40 years it will be doubled, and expect to be more than 16 to 20 billion. It will be less than 40 years. So for survival of human beings, sustainable food production is necessary. To maintain sustainable food production, following methods can be applied, which are based on the knowledge in biology. Production of high yielding varieties of plants and animals, first one. Second one, production of disease resistant plants and animal varieties. Third, improve the post harvest technological methods. Now, understanding plant life. Plants are primary producers in the world. All the animals depend directly or indirectly on plants. There are carnivores, herbivores, and there are lots of kind of animals, but still it's a chain. So every animals on the earth are still dependent on the plants. Therefore, understanding plant life is important. As the human population is increasing, we need to increase the productivity. Therefore, understanding plant function and biology is important to produce high yielding plants, disease resistant plants, and etc. So, the next part, understanding diseases and its causes. To maintain a healthy human body, one should have the knowledge of causes of the disease and their effects. Some dangerous diseases which exist in current world are non-communicable diseases such as cancers, heart disease, diabetes, chronic renal diseases. Communicable diseases communicable diseases are dengue, AIDS, some other kinds. So, cancers. Now we are talking about cancers. Causes for this is not fully understood yet. Now we still don't know how it's formed, how it affects. But cancers are one of the leading causes of death. Second, AIDS. AIDS is a viral disease which is a serious and growing health problem worldwide. So there are many people who are affected by AIDS directly or indirectly also. So the next one is heart disease. So this is a very serious problem growing around the world. Causes are not fully understood, so we still don't know why the heart diseases rise. There are many type of heart diseases are there. You can search for it. Then there are chronic renal diseases. In Sri Lanka, recently it has become a major problem in Sri Lanka. Currently, scientists are working on prevention, remedial measures, and cures for such diseases. So, next one, solving some legal and ethical issues. Knowledge and application of biological concepts is important in some solving legal issues. That means percentage testing. Parentage testing in criminal investigation and to solve immigration disputes. DNA fingerprinting is used in above circumstances. DNA fingerprints, you have seen lots of movies, so whenever there is a murder or when there is a theft, they search for fingerprints and they will try to catch the thief. The nature and the organization patterns of the living world. In accordance with different criteria, we can see a diversity among living organisms. Organisms are diverse based on their size, on their shape, on their habitats. Now we are going to see one part of it. Living organisms have a wide range of variation in size, shape, form, and habitat. Size. Now if you took a bacteria, its size comes from 0.25 micrometer to 2 micrometer. 0.25 micrometer to 2 micrometer. Now if you took from 0.25 a microbacteria, is if you took a big one, a giant redwood tree, it's about 100 meters. So the size differs. First one is 0.25 bacteria. Now if you took a tree, it's 200 meters. Now how big is this and how small is this? Now if you took the shape, organisms have diverse shapes. For example, if you took an earthworm, its shape is cylindrical. Now if you took a bird or fish, it's streamlined. If you took a human, we have another shape. Like that, the shapes also differ. Now if you took the forms, now there are two types. Now we are going to study only two types of things. Main one is unicellular. Unicellular means it's only as one cell. Amoeba, we already know, we are studying previous grades. Amoeba is only made up of only one cells. And there are multicellular creatures like humans, plants, animals, everything is common multicellular. We have many cells. Then another diversity is habitat where we live. Now if you took there are creatures which live on the land or the terrestrial, they are called the humans. Like that, there are many types of animals, and there are some kind of creatures that live in water. That means like aquatic, we call it aquatic. That means there are fishes which mostly live on the water. There are some which can live on both type of some can live more than they can live both in water and land. There are some type of fishes are there. Then the arboreal, who can live in both, and they are area only on skies. So now there are characteristics of organisms. In order to survive, such organisms, whether simple or complex, they must have some special functions. And the following features are the characteristics of organisms. Order and organization. From molecular level to biosphere, there is an order and organization in organisms to perform their biological activities efficiently. Lower level components are organized in methodical patterns in upper level to make it more efficient. Example, plant leaf and human eyes. Second one, metabolism. To form all chemical activities taking place in an organism is its metabolism. It includes catabolic reactions and anabolic reactions. Now, third one, growth and development. All organisms begin their life in a single cell. You should understand that all organisms begin their life as a single cell. You know, human too. Human also born first. They are created with single cell, and the single cell they multiply. Then the humans are made. They are in their womb, mother's womb. So during growth, an irreversible increase in dry mass occurs, which is categorized only by the living. Irreversible changes that occur during this lifespan of an organism is development. Growth and development are two consequent processes that happens in the lifespan of organisms. Irritability and coordination. Irritability is the ability to respond to stimuli from both internal and external environment. Movement of organisms occurs as a result of irritability and coordination. In animals, this happens as a result of coordinated efforts of nervous, hormonal, muscular, and skeletal system. Now, adaptation. Adaptation is a peculiar of structure, physiology, or behavior that promotes the likelihood of an organism's survival and reproduction in a particular environment. Example, sunken stomata in xerotypes, viviparity in some mangroves, splayed out foot in camels. Now, reproduction. Sixth one, reproduction. Ability to produce offspring for continuous existence of species. Seventh one, hereditary and evolution. Organisms have genes that pass from the generation to the next and control specific physiological, morphological, and behavioral characters of organisms. Ability of organisms to change over time as a result of genetic modification is evolution. Ability of organisms to change over time as a result of genetic modification is called evolution. What's evolution? Ability of organisms to change over time as a result of genetic modification. That means from human evolution. First, they said the human was born from monkeys. If you took a monkey and how the genetic evolution taken place, genetic modification, then the evolutionary changes have been made. You know that. Now, many non-living entities may have one or more of these characters, but not all of them. Example, crystal grow, waves move, but only living organisms displays all the characteristics simultaneously. By considering this, it can be said that these are occurring in single-celled organisms as well as highly complex organisms such as humans, arthrophytes, flowering plants. Hierarchical levels of organization of living things. So, the cell is the basic structure and functional unit of life. Cell is a basic function and structural unit of a life. Some organisms are unicellular, while others are multicellular. They are unicellular and they are multicellular. Cell is composed of several organelles which are formed by different organic molecules. Then the hierarchical levels of organization of living things can be constructed by using relevant examples at each level. So the level starts from the molecules, the organelles, cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, organisms, population, communities, ecosystems, and the biosphere. So it starts from this, from a molecule, then it goes to organelles. From the organelles, it forms cells, then cell forms into a tissue, and the tissue forms into the organs, and organ forms into organ system, and the organ systems form and create an organism, and many organisms create one population, and many population create one community, many community create one ecosystem, and the ecosystem connecting together and working together create a biosphere. So that's what the organization of living things. So I like to say there are characteristics of organisms, and they are order and organization, metabolism, growth and development, irritability and coordination, adaptation, reproduction, hereditary, and evolution. These are the 7 characteristics of organisms for now. Okay, I hope you like this video. Hope to see you in next video very soon.